Peter Obi's posture of an incorrupt politician takes a beating at the hands of ICIJ. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The International Consortium of Investigative Journalism, ICIJ, is a group of journalists committed to unearthing the corrupt business activities of people in power, politically exposed people, and other highly placed individuals around the world. Their findings are contained in the published Pandora Papers. The recent publication was done on Sunday, the 4th of October. In it, Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and a vice presidential candidate for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in the 2019 presidential elections, are among those mentioned over the use of offshore tax havens to hide assets. Mr. Peter Obi, after the 2019 election, somewhat became the darling of many Nigerians for his erudition and use of statistical data to buttress his point on national platforms. He has a large following and admirers. He would have been one of the first people in the Southeast to be considered as a potential presidential candidate. The published Pandora Papers reveal that Mr. Obi has other businesses outside Nigeria that he did not declare as required by the law when he was governor. According to Premium Times, the source Mr. Peter Obi position on the business is hidden away in tax-free havens. He was said to have admitted to the findings. According to Premium Times, Mr. Peter Obi claimed ignorance of a law that required him to declare assets jointly owned by others, claiming he was not aware of the position of the law. Mr. Peter Obi admitted that the businesses were so incorporated in order to evade tax payments, something he referred to as excessive taxation. There are webs and layers of intricacies in setting up secret businesses in offshore tax havens. It required the services of seasoned financial firms and the acquisition of paid trustees and directors to help incorporate and manage such outfits. The director who run the affairs on behalf of the owners are engaged as long as the business exists. If a business entity or owner can afford the cost of setting up a shell company offshore and run it, then it should be able to pay tax on the business. From the above, the real reason why such secret businesses are set up could not have been to evade excessive tax payment, but to hide and launder unexplained funds. The Pandora Papers have shown that Mr. Peter Obi, holier than thou posturing, is a facade put up to hoodwink the unsuspecting admirers. His claim of not knowing that he was required by law to declare assets that were jointly owned with others begs the question. Mr. Reporter, what I thought, I will hear that Mr. Obi embezzled public money during his tenure as governor of Anambra State, but you are busy searching for what he will use to tarnish his image to the extent of digging out some foreign businesses he had with other top business handlers. This is even a proof to show that Mr. Obi is overqualified to lead this country to greatness again. So cover your face with shame. When he was Anambra governor, he led us to greatness. In his business, he is doing great, and if he will accept to lead a sick and almost dead Nigerian economy, I am sure he will bring it back to life again. But hatred will not allow will not allow people like you to support him. Oh my goodness. It is not time for you to do a search for the story. Read for yourself, that you can take your position, write it and post it. Oh my goodness. This is really wonderful. Your kind of people are the problem of this country. A person who cannot appreciate anything is envious and satanic. Politics and election time again. Smear campaign period. Unscrupulous publications and hack writers. What is the name of this company and who are paid directors? Nobody believes your sham investigations. You see all the comments from Igbos. Obi is a saint. If the story were to be Buhari or Tinubu, the whole place would have been flooded with negative comments. Bunch of hypocrites. Imagine. We do not know where you guys got the interpretation of that documents got the interpretation of what documents from about Peter Obi. Obi, before he became a governor of Anambra State, was hugely successful business person or entity. Till date, he continued to be successful. He owns Fidelity Bank and other trade brands that are doing very well. So Peter Obi has the right to invest, save his hard-earned money anywhere. We should get the fight of this matter in our hearts and mind. ICJ, or whatever you are called, should be after those who stole money while in government and not those who have worked hard to earn their money. Wonderful. Do not ask the writer and commentator. Ask the group of international journalists who have exposed this thing through their Pandora files. The world is now a global village, interconnected via internet. No hiding place for sneaky people like Peter Obi. He knows, he cannot deny it. So what are you talking about? Wonderful. Don't worry, we are ready for evil men like you with your evil propaganda and calumny against impeccable character like Peter Obi. Well, we all know that it is one of the things that the Lord demands of you to do when you are about to occupy a kind of public position in the government, be it governorship, be it local government chairman, or be it the president of our dear nation, Nigeria. You are expected to declare all properties. Now, of course, it is not also going to be said that some things like this do not happen. They always happen. When issues like this come up the most are mostly very close time to the elections, where people will want to probe into the lives of those that are contesting for any position of government. So it is expected all these things, all these accusations are very well expected. And of course,